Why is it that we don't talk more about reuse? For a long time, design culture has been about making new things, and your creativity is based on what you can come up with out of the blue sky or whatever. And as advocates for reuse, architects need to be more involved in and take part in assessing what could be reused when we're approached with a new building. At Studio Gang, we've been starting to track how much carbon goes into each building. If you think about carbon, it really is all the energy that went into every single brick, all of the materials that were created, all of the carbon that went into getting that material to the site. It adds up. We can't just keep throwing things away. And if you really look at the carbon calculation, and if that became something that we as a society adhere to, which I think we should, then the calculations goes to the other side and you see that reusing something can really save our environment. I was really attracted to the Beloit project when the president, Scott Bierman, came with this idea of somehow reusing this former coal-burning power plant and reinvent it to become something that would be ecological, but also socially connective for the campus, and really bringing together this town and gown, because this is a building that is just off of campus, but also on the edge of a river and really close to the downtown Beloit. So it really had this opportunity to connect all those pieces. With this building, it was interesting because we went back in history and it was added onto a number of times, and each section reflected the architecture of its time. We took that logic of linear progression and added on to the building with a field house, which really needed diffuse light. And so we used an insulated panel material that allows that space to have light and without a lot of shadows. The running track ties everything together, and it runs through the different eras of buildings, but it also goes through these different dimensional spaces, like the very high turbine hall, or through the steel structure that held all of the hoppers and the boiler equipment, and then it pops out into the brand new field house. So from all those places from the running track, you get these very interesting diagonal views and long vantage points. And I love the total about face in that, taking this thing that was already there and really showing how to save energy, how to reduce carbon by reusing the building in a new way. It really went from burning coal to students going there to burn calories. It's just a great story for a building to be able to survive its obsolescence and to become something new and be relevant and important again to a college campus like this. The greenest buildings are buildings that already exist. So if people are interested in improving sustainability on a campus or in a city, and if they're trying to reduce carbon and decarbonize, it's really important to think about buildings that are already there that could be reimagined for those uses.